to come down onto the back. You can use blocks if it feels good to prop up the knees, or if you want a supported reclined butterfly, you can put a block underneath the hips. This is your practice. Take a moment to find your breath. Locate your breath in your body. And then when you find the breath, just notice your inhales. You don't have to change the length of them. You don't have to change them in any way. Just notice your inhales. And then start to notice your exhales. Maybe one is shorter than the other, deeper, longer. So now when you're breathing in, just notice and say inhale. And when you're breathing out, just notice and say exhale. And we don't have to change the length, just let it be. Maybe we can bring that awareness of our breath into our practice today. Not changing the breath, but when you inhale, you notice, inhale. And when you exhale, you notice, exhale. When you're ready, let's plant the palms on the outside of our hips, keeping the soles of the feet touching. Maybe prop yourself up onto your forearms and your elbows and pause there for a second. Take a nice breath there, giving yourself a moment to acclimate to coming upright. And then we can use the strength of our hands to push ourselves all the way up to a seated position. Straight spine, rocking side to side to find balance in the sit bones, and start to fold. Using that same side to side motion to bring you down now, all the way folding over the feet. Continuing that breath. Notice your breath. When you're inhaling, notice inhale. And when you're exhaling, notice exhale. And we're going to push the floor away to come up to a nice straight spine seat. Let's cross the right leg over the left and come into our shoelace pose where our knees are stacked. Palms are maybe touching the feet or resting on the mat or resting on your knees. We'll take a deep breath in here in a straight spine position. Let's plant our left palm on our right knee and place the right hand behind us for a twist, looking over that right shoulder. Notice your breath as you inhale, as you exhale. And we'll swing back around through center. Let's twist to the other side. Maybe keep the eyes closed down if that feels okay. And back through center. Let's release that cross by lifting the feet up in front of us into our Navasana pose just for a moment, just long enough to let now the right leg go underneath and the left leg comes on top, stacking those knees, finding balance in your sit bones and finding a straight spine. Use our left hand on our knee to propel ourselves around for a twist to the right, looking over the right shoulder. And all the way through center and twist to the other side. When you tighten your core and you imagine that your belly button can touch the spine, that opens up more space in your twist, enables you to get a little deeper. Let's come back through center. And again, balance on your tailbone, send the legs up in front, and we'll come down with our legs crossed. Plant the palms in front of you, about shoulder width apart, and let's send our knees behind us. We're gonna come into our tabletop position. So palms are in a straight line with shoulders, knees and hips are stacked, tight core. We'll inhale to lift the chest for a cow, exhale for your cat. Inhale for cow. Exhale to round the spine, point the crown of the head down. One more round of both. And round down. And the next time when you lift up into your cow, let's lift the right knee up with us. So we're sending our head back in our cow, almost like our head could touch the foot behind us. And then we're gonna exhale, let that knee cross over the other side so that your legs are twisted. And we're gonna round the spine into our cat. Let's readdress that we have our hands centered now. And let's take a couple of cat-cows here with our legs twisted. So inhale, chest open. Exhale to point the crown of the head down. Follow your breath. Really exaggerate each movement. We'll come back to a neutral tabletop. Let's lift that right leg back up, reaching as if the foot could touch your head. And then pull it through, round your spine through your cat. Let that knee just tap the right elbow. Really fold over that part of your body. And then let everything come down to your neutral tabletop. Maybe readjust your alignment so that you're centered. And we'll take a few cat-cows here, just washing that out. Once you've found your neutral tabletop, again, let's lift the left leg up. Same way, really reaching for a deep arch. And when you come down, fold the spine, let the left leg come down on the outside of the right knee. And let's find our center with our palms. And we'll take our cat-cows here. in this twist. Tightening the core when you fold and really pushing those hips up to the sky when you open up your chest. On your next one, let's lift that left leg back up, reach to your head, slide it through and let it tap your elbow, fold over and back down to your neutral tabletop. And again, just some normal, neutral, traditional cat-cows. You can play with that, finding what might feel good in the body, maybe looking over the right shoulder, sending your hips to the right, looking over the left shoulder, sending your hips to the left. When you're ready, let's send our legs out straight behind us, tucking our toes into our first plank of the day. And then we'll send the hips up to our down dog. Ground into the heels of the feet. Keep the legs straight, the core tight. Send your hips up to the sky. Your ears are between your elbows. The crown of the head points between the palms of the hands. Let's look to the top of the mat, bend the knees, and then just step one foot up, followed by the other, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Maybe hold on to opposite elbows here, letting yourself dangle. Plant the palms again in your forward fold, and then slide the hands up the body. Coming up into your mountain, bring the shoulders up with you, let them roll behind you, open the chest. Inhale, arms up to the sky, look at your thumbs. Ground into your left foot, lift the right foot up so that the knee is bent in front of you, and then cross it over the left foot and down. And then let's take a deep dive all the way into our forward fold. See if you can reach the mat or have hands on blocks. Point the crown of the head down. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Let's see with our legs crossed if we can come rising up. Slide the hands up the body, and then maybe with our hands touching, sit down into your chair. A deep bend with the legs crossed. Deep breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, let's slide all the way up. Arms come up above the head. Ground into that left foot. Lift the right knee and place it back down into your mountain. Great job. Let's switch sides. Inhale, arms up. Lift now the left knee, grounding into the right side. Cross that foot over, plant it on the outside. Inhale up, exhale to fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And we'll slide the hands up. Maybe the palms come to touch one another overhead, and we'll sink the hips down, bending the knees, sitting into your cross-legged chair. Deep breath in, exhale, fold. Pointing the crown of the head down. Let's rise up. See if you can bring the left knee with you as you come up into your Tadasana and down into mountain. Excellent job. Shake it out. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms. Step back to plank. Lower through Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a few breaths here. Pedal your feet. Find your alignment. Look to the top of the mat, bend the knees, step it up. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Hang here for a few breaths. Find what feels good in your body. Maybe sway side to side. Let's reverse our dive. Come all the way up, arms up, palms come to touch, and Samasthiti. Excellent job. Let's sit down into our chair. Find your alignment, keeping the knees in a straight line with one another, palms touch. Look up at your thumbs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to plank. Lower through your Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's send the right leg up to the sky. Put a bend in that knee and then cross it. Bring it into your chest, but then cross that leg over your left leg like you're sitting down with your legs crossed. Deep breath in. Push the weight forward into a plank. If that's too much, you can put the knees down or maybe challenge yourself in your high plank. Release the cross, send the right leg back up, and then swing it through. Step it behind the right hand. Let's come up to our warrior one. Take a breath, find your alignment. A bend in the front knee, ankle to heel, ankle to knee in a straight line, back leg straight. 45-degree angles with those toes, hips square to the front of the mat, arms up overhead, look at your thumbs. Inhale. Exhale, fold for your humble warrior. Bring the shoulder inside your right knee. Keep that bend in the front knee. Back leg straight. On an inhale, sweep the arms back up. Let's come into our warrior two. Square the hips to the left. Keep that bend in the right knee. Back leg straight. Turn your head to look over the right middle finger. Inhale. Exhale, exalt your warrior, right hand up. And exhale, that palm down to the mat. Frame that front foot. Maybe hold on to a block close by. Let's ground into that right foot. And then step the left leg up. Maybe we're coming into our half moon by opening the chest to the left. half moon, Ashta Chandrasana. Inhale. Exhale, let it come back down. Frame that foot, and we're gonna walk the hands to the back of the mat for your retreating warrior. So the left leg is bent. We're leaning on that knee. Right leg long. You can keep your left hand down for balance and open up the right hand to the sky. Or maybe practice our eagle arms here. Arms come out in front. Left arm underneath right. Let them cross over. Find your Drishti. You can release that. Palms to the ground. Walk yourself back to the top of the mat. Plant your front foot. Step the right foot back to plank. Lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath. Find your alignment. Find your stillness. On an inhale, send the left leg up. And let's step that behind the left foot. Drop the back foot. Come up to your warrior one. Square your hips to the front of the mat. Keep that bend in the front knee. Deep breath in. Exhale, fold. Let the left shoulder come inside that front knee. Humble warrior. Inhale to come up for your warrior two. Opening that back foot so the toes point the side of the mat. Look over your middle finger. Inhale. Exhale, lift the left hand up. Exalt your warrior. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel, hands down. Frame that front foot. Bring that block with you. You can lean on the block or the mat. Ground into the left foot. Lift the right leg. Open the chest to the right. Right arm up. Half moon. Deep breath in. Exhale, come back down. Frame that foot. Let the right foot come to the ground. And walk your hands to the back of the mat. Bending your right knee. Retreating warrior. Maybe right hand down, left arm up. Maybe we bring our hands up in front of us. This time, cross the right under the left. Whoop. And eagle arms. I love that I just did that. And then push your elbows away from your body. Lift them up so they're nice and straight. And then push the hands away from your face if you have eagle arms. Release your palms back down to the mat. And let's walk ourselves back to the top. Frame your front foot with your hands. And step the left foot back to plank. Lower through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a few breaths. Send the left leg up to the sky. Put a bend. Bring it through to center and then cross it over your right leg. Push your weight forward to your high plank. And then let it go. Come back up. Three-legged dog. And step to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to sit in your chair. Exhale, Namaste. How are we doing? You're doing so good.
Halfway skip the chair, but
halfway through, guys. Inhale, exhale, fold. Hold on to your big toes with peace fingers. Maybe hold on to opposite elbows. Just ragdoll, let it hang. On an inhale, we're gonna come up, bend the knees, sit into your chair. Exhale, fold. Bring that block with you now. You can have it right in front. You can use that to kickstand the foot if that feels good. Let's inhale to rise back up. Bring the right foot with you. You can place it on the block. Or if you'd like to challenge yourself, you can bring hands in prayer down in front. We'll put a bend in the left knee, cross the right ankle over that knee. Maybe sink down into your figure 4 chair. If you have that, plant the palms, forward fold. Inhale to come back up to chair and back up to mountain. Totally free to use that block in front. Mountain. Shake it out. Let's do that on the other side. Inhale to lift the left leg. Maybe plant that foot on the block. Or option to cross that foot over and sink down into your chair. Maybe fold forward, planting your palms. And come back up to chair. Let's climb up to our one-leg mountain. And exhale, Samasthiti. Great job. Everybody okay? Arms up, palms touch, sink to your chair, twist to the right. Inhale. Let's come back to center. Forward fold. Arms all the way up to mountain. Bring the right knee with you. Let's sink down, cross the leg this time over. Maybe you cross the leg and the foot twists behind, or maybe you just keep the cross. That's okay too. Option to have a block and stack your foot on that block there. Arms come out in front. If the right leg goes over top, then the right arm goes underneath. And we cross our arms, hold the palms, eagle. Beautiful job, guys. Deep breath in. Open it up, step it wide. Let's take a nice star. Toes pointed to the side of the mat, legs wide, open the chest, arms up. Really take up space. Look up, it should just feel good. Interlace hands behind the back, exhale, fold. Beautiful job. You can release your hands to the mat if that feels good. Let's put a bend in the knees and come on up. Maybe resting your elbows on the knees or your palms. We'll dip the right shoulder. Dip the left shoulder. Back to center. Rise up to your star. Inhale. And step it to the top of the mat. Beautiful. Shake it out. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. On an inhale, we're coming back up to our chair. Let's twist to the left. Great job. And inhale, back to center, forward fold. All the way up mountain. Exhale, Namaste. Bring your block with you. Let's ground into the right leg. Lift the left knee, maybe cross it over. Twist the foot, or you can have it on top of a block. Sink down into those hips. If the left leg goes over, the left arm goes under. Eagle arms. Push those elbows forward, straight, hands away from the face. Inhale. And exhale, open it up, step wide to your star. Just find what feels good. Maybe shaking out one leg, shaking your hips side to side. Take up space, arms wide. Inhale. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind the back, fold forward. Option to place hands on the mat. And put a bend in the knees, maybe rest elbows on knees or palms, legs nice and wide. Dip your right shoulder down. Come to center. Dip the left shoulder down. Come to center and open up to your star. Deep breath in. Exhale, step to your mountain. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Plant the palms, step back to plank, lower through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Put a bend in the knees. Let the knees come as wide as the mat. Let your toes come to touch. Sink the hips down onto the heels. Forehead down to the mat, child's pose. Breathe. Find your Ujjayi breath. Let's inhale and walk the hands to the body, coming back to our hero's pose now. Knees can touch one another, hands on hips, neck nice and long. Arms all the way up to the sky. Look at your thumbs. Exhale the right hand down. Stretch the left side. Maybe look up at that top hand. Push the sky away. Let's come all the way around to the other side. Keep that hip grounded on the right so that the stretch is all along the torso. Let's inhale to center. Exhale to release the hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers, look up to the sky, open the chest. Exhale, round it down. Let's hold the heels and bring the forehead to the mat for your tight, closed up child's pose. We'll slide the hands to the top of the mat. Tuck the toes, send the hips up, down dog. Let's reach for the right, with the right hand to the left heel and look under that arm for a nice twist. Should just feel good. You can also have your hand on your knee or your thigh. And plant that palm and switch sides. Left hand to right leg. Look under that shoulder. And back to center. Maybe pedal your feet out, find what feels good. When you're ready, step to the top of the mat, cross the legs, sink down to your easy pose. Send the legs out in front. Arms all the way up. Look at your thumbs. Exhale, fold. Slide the hands up the body, coming into our Dandasana. Bend the knees, bring the heels close to the hips, and then let's slide down to come onto the back. Maybe fingertips can touch the heels. Knees are hip width apart. Deep breath in, lift the hips up to the sky, straighten the thighs, bridge. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift the right leg up to the sky. Lift yourself up for a one-legged bridge. Inhale. Exhale, when you come down, cross that right ankle over the left knee. And then inhale, lift the hips for a one-legged bridge with your figure four. Inhale, exhale, lower down. Push that knee up towards the face. Interlace the fingers between the thighs. Hold on to that for your reclined pigeon. And release that foot to the mat, and then just windshield wiper legs side to side, twisting the torso, letting one foot come to the ground and then the knee on the other side. Send that right leg up to the sky, lift the hips up for a one-legged bridge, and lower everything back down to the mat. Inhale for your bridge. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift the left leg up and lift the hip up with that leg. When you exhale, lower down, cross the left ankle over the right knee. Come down to the mat. Inhale to lift the hips up. One-footed figure four bridge. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift the right knee towards your face. Interlace the fingers between the thigh. Reclined pigeon. Release your foot back to the mat. One-legged hip up bridge. Exhale, lower down. Lift the right leg up, one-legged bridge, and everything comes back down to the mat. Bring your knees into your chest, rock side to side. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot your windshield wipers. Let's do that. So right foot down, left ankle on right knee, and let's windshield wiper. Can't have you unbalanced. Should just feel good. And then when you're ready, let the foot return to the mat. Bring your knees to your chest and just rock side to side. Massage the back on the mat. Keep the right knee bent into the chest and send the left leg long. Open that knee out to the right side for a half frog. Holding that knee open with your right hand, pulling it towards the mat. Nice wide open hip. Let's send the right foot up to the sky and hold on to the outside of that foot for a half happy baby. Bring that knee back into the chest and let it cross over the body to the left. Send the right arm out long. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale to center, hug that knee in tight, and then switch sides. Send the right leg long, left knee into the chest. Open that knee wide to the left, holding on to the knee, pulling it towards the mat. Let the left foot go up towards the sky. Hold the outside of that foot for happy baby, a half happy baby. That knee can come back into the chest. Hug it tight, and then send it across your body to the right. Send the left arm out for your half supine twist. Let your knees come back to center. Hug that left knee tight. Bring the right knee in also. Bring both feet flat to the mat. Have a block nearby, so lift the hips, place them on a block, and then let the knees fall open for your supported reclined butterfly. Send the arms up overhead. Let's bring the knees into the chest and then send the legs up to the sky, straight, being supported by that block. When you're ready, send the feet back down to the mat. Lift your hips, remove your block, and come back down. Take any movements that feel right to you. Anything that feels good. And when you're ready, send the legs nice and long. Take up as much space as feels good. Flex your feet so the legs stretch down away from the hips. Pull the arms down so the neck lengthens and your shoulders give your neck some space. Shavasana. Enjoy your rest. awareness back to our breath. Find your inhales. Just notice them. Find your exhales. Just notice them. And start to notice each breath. When you inhale, say inhale. When you breathe out, say exhale. Not changing the length or controlling it in any way. Just observing. With an inhale, send the arms up over your head, point the toes away, take a nice long full body stretch. And with your exhale, bring your knees to your chest. Roll off to your left side when you're ready, maybe cradling your head. Taking your time, breathing deeply, noticing your breath. Let's meet in a seat. We can bring our hands to our heart to show gratitude to our bodies for being there for us today. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.
Namaste.